Hey everyone. Oh, my lighting looks terrible. Hold on. I think I need to turn this way. Hold on. Give me just a second. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. All right. That's a little bit better. I think it was the light, the glare in the window. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I think somebody's on here with me. And if that be the case, good morning. I said I was gonna go live at 11, but it is 11 somewhere, but it's just not 11, quite 11 here where I am. So what I'm gonna do is before I get going, I'm gonna go ahead and update my group on Facebook just to let them know that I actually ended up. Good morning, hey Michelle, hey Yaya, hey girl. It's been a while. Hope everything's going well. So y'all give me just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, this is awesome. Somebody's asking me how to purchase my ebook, and this is what we're gonna talk about today. So y'all give me just a second because I've got to update my Facebook page also. Michelle, what you doing this morning? Hold on. If y'all can share this, it'd be great. Or we can just definitely comment and engage and all that good stuff. I'm almost done. Almost done. Okay, so I answer her and then let me go into my Facebook group and update them. Okay. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Tawana. I'm Tawana with Tawana's Yoni and things. So for those of you that have been rocking with me, you already know what it is. You know who I am. For those of you that are just now joining me this morning, welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. You are tuned in to Tawana's Yoni's and things, where we celebrate all things Yoni, and I am the Yoni wholesale plug. Okay, so it looks like somebody's joining me, and so certainly appreciate this. She said I'm off until. Oh, you got a lot of off days. We ought to get together. We ought to chit chat. Okay, so y'all see the title. Y'all see the title of the video. We're gonna talk about my new ebook, and it's called "Let's Make Soap." We're gonna talk about Black History Month. We're gonna talk about like what I've been actually into here for the last month, and it actually debuted last night. So y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. Hold on. Okay, so let's get going because I know y'all probably don't have a lot of time. Um, so again, welcome in. I'm Tawana with Tawana's Yoni Things, and so excited! It is Black History Month, and this is officially the first day. So it is February 1, 2022. So my question to you is how do you plan on celebrating Black History Month? And I will tell you, for me personally, I will be personally supporting Bob's Black owned businesses all month, the entire month of February. So I think I got started even before I know I got started. I got started the last week of January. I've been buying earrings, y'all. I've been buying stuff I don't even need just because it look cute. And I know Black History Month is coming up, right? So anyway, for those of you that I've seen your nice merchandise, I've actually inquired and wanted some things, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it this month. So I encourage you to do the same thing. If there is some Black-owned businesses in your local community, or if there are Black-owned businesses, we have access to the World Wide Web, so it's no excuse to not support someone. We are on social media. We see these groups. We're a part of some of these groups, so definitely support a Black-owned business this entire month. I mean, do it this entire year, but certainly be intentional and support your Black-owned businesses this month. So I'm just going to shout out some local ones here in my community. And if you're going to catch this live stream later, if I mention your Black-owned business, definitely give me a like or something, or drop your link or something and let us know you're in the building. So the first one that I want to shout out is the tax store. The tax store is located on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. The owner and operators of the tax store, don't quote me on this stuff, y'all, okay? But the owner and operators are Carolyn and Spencer. And they have had the tax store for quite a long time. So I know that they are accepting e-files. They are open. I'm not sure if you have to make appointments and that sort of thing, but definitely go and support them. The next business that I want to shout out is, hold on, let me make sure I got it right, y'all. Because if I say it wrong, then how y'all gonna support them? Okay, so shout out to DC Vision and Solutions. And so what they're doing is they're doing this on February the 5th, Saturday, February 5th, and they may extend this throughout Black History Month. I'm not 100% sure. But what they're doing is they're doing professional headshots. So if you are like me and you own your own business and you are the face of this business, you're trying to brand your business, then you know how important headshots are, right? You know how important they are. And I think $75 is very fair when it comes to getting those headshots up, girls. Okay. So if you're on here with me right now, thank you for joining me. So anywho, I'll drop that information in the description when I get done on this live. Who else do I want to shout out? Shout out to Make Me Over Barber and Style. That's me. 1008 East Broad Street in Gadsden. Shout out to Tawana Yoni and things. That's me. And if you feel like I'm flattering myself, then you're on my channel. And if you don't enjoy the content, there are a lot of more channels that you can watch. Anyway, off the pity. But anyway, if there are some Black-owned businesses that you would like me to shout out, I plan on going live at least once a week the entire month of February, and I would be happy to do that. All right, so next thing, and I'm not going in any specific order, but I know I can't be on this thing all day, right? Because I got things to do. Yeah. So I think I mentioned in my last video how much I enjoy celebrity commentary and that sort of thing. I think I alluded to that, and I actually got a couple of videos to share with y'all, like how much and how excited I get about it. But anywho, I'm going somewhere with this. A friend of mine hit me up probably 6 months ago or so, probably longer than that. And she just kind of threw out a nugget. She just, asked me, would I be interested in being on a podcast? And so at that time, I had a lot going on. Somebody's calling me. Of course, they're going to call me while I'm on this. They're going to call me when I'm on here. But like I said, she hit me up and she basically asked me how did I feel about, being on the podcast. Okay. Y'all know I'm busy. If you know me in real life, you know that I have sometimes one too many things going on, right? But I've always been curious about a podcast, and these things are popping up everywhere. And I don't even mean this past year. I've been following people's podcasts for 5 years, 6 years now, right? So I always knew that it was something that I was interested in. But of course, how do I get off into something like that, right? What do I talk about? What's the name of the podcast? all these things going in my head, right? So anyway, as time goes on, she actually continues to reach out to me. Now, she's a friend that when I tell her that I'm going to agree to do something, and I'm going to agree to do it, like I'm going to do it, right? So I knew at the time that I really didn't have time to do it, but I didn't want to tell her no. Right? That's my point. Like I didn't want to say no. And so, y'all, as time go on, I finally agree. Okay, I'm gonna do it. But I also shared with her that I don't know necessarily how to set this thing up. Like I don't know any of that. And if you know what friend I'm talking about, I'm gonna call her name here in a minute. You know that can't stop, won't stop. She don't care. She don't care if we can't figure out that. If we decide if we're gonna do something, then we gonna do it, right? So anyway, y'all, yesterday was our very first podcast episode, y'all. So if you were on live with us, or if you saw us on my Facebook feed, if you saw me share it on my other social media platforms, and I just want to tell y'all thank you so much for tuning in. It wasn't like a planned thing. We just kind of did an introduction, who we are, what we plan on sharing on the platform, how we met, and that sort of thing, right? So it ended up going very well. So I want to share with you the name of the podcast. The name of the podcast is called The Trifecta Effect. And there is a page on Facebook, and I can't link this stuff up. Y'all know I'm not good with doing all this stuff at the same time. But I'm going to try to type in the name of the podcast. And you can look this up on Facebook. So that when we go live, like you'll know when we're about to do it, right? And I should have drop the entire link in here, but I told y'all I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But anyway, if I figure it out, I'll do it when I get off here. But anyway, it's called the Trifecta Effect 3.0, and what we do is we basically are three professionals. We are three professionals in our own right, and I like to say the common denominator is that we're serial entrepreneurs, right? And so we really enjoy small business. We enjoy our community. We enjoy sisterhood, right? And so yesterday we got on, and basically we just did an introduction. We just told the audience who we are, and we actually came up with something that we want to do in the month of February. So that's why I really want y'all to go follow us on the Trifecta Effect, the podcast. We'll be giving away a gift basket, or we'll be giving away a prize package. And if you've been following me, y'all know everything that I sell, right? Y'all know I'm the #1 Yoni wholesaler, but y'all know I sell some toys, right? Some fun toys. So we'll be including that and a few more other things. And we hope that advertisers in our local community will step up and maybe give us gift certificates, that sort of thing, so we can make this whole thing fun. So anyway, shout out to the Trifecta Effect. Shout out to Carolyn Parker. Shout out to LaShayla Carter. I had an absolute great time with you guys yesterday, and I just know this thing won't do anything but get better, right? It won't do anything but get better and better and better and better. So, all right. Without further ado, because I know y'all see the title. Right? We're gonna talk about soap. We're gonna talk about let's make soap, right? Let's do it. Okay, so I started my Yoni business. Just give you a little quick backstory. I started my Yoni business in 2020. I actually had product in 2019. Kind of slept on it. Didn't do anything with it. Anyway, long story short, if you would like to know more about that, you'll have to go back in some old videos, and it'll tell you exactly how I started this. I've got plenty of videos to explain that. But anyway. After I did so well with Yoni Pops is the first thing that I started to share or sell. Let me say share, because it wasn't one of those things that I would just openly talk about to people, right? The Yoni Pops, seriously, they sell themselves. They seriously sell themselves. Now, I can about share, or I can do decent in any type of business, but this was just one that I was kind of uncomfortable even saying it or talking about it, especially around certain type people. So anyway, like I said, these things are so amazing, they sell themselves. So anyway, as time go on, I started to sell a sizable amount a month of Yoni Pops. And so I started to notice that I would get the question. I would get the question. The question was, do you offer or do you sell anything else? Excuse me, you guys, I'm just checking my social media. Give me just 1 second. Okay. So I would notice that, as time went on, people would start to ask me, did I sell any other things? And I'm gonna be honest with you. In the beginning, I didn't. I didn't. I never saw the Yoni business being as successful as it was for me. And I'm not saying that I'm not a believer, but you have to understand that um, I've run my own business for a number of years. It was just something that I planned on adding in as extra income. I never seemed to take off and have a life of its own like it currently does. So anyway, I kept, thinking about it. And I'm thinking, okay, what else can I offer? I mean, I've shared with you the Yoni Pop. This thing does absolutely amazing. This thing, you'll have to go on my website and you'll just have to click on the Yoni Pop. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop my website in here because I'm not gonna tell. I don't want to be flagged for saying certain things. But anyway, if you want to know all about the Yoni Pop, the benefits, um, how to purchase some wholesale and that sort of thing, I'm just dropping it. I'm just gonna drop that link right there. Okay, so after a while, like I said, people will ask me what else did I offer. And so I'm one of those type people. If you know me personally, then you know this. But for those of y'all that are watching me, I'm one of those type people. Like you're not gonna ask me the same thing 2 or 3 times, and I don't figure out how to do it. That's just how I am. And in my mind, there is a reason that that person is coming to me to ask this particular question. And if I get that same particular question more than one time, the number three is a charm. Trifecta effect 3.0. The three is a charm, right? And so I thought, I'll have to figure out something. So I started to do a little research and I started to kind of reach out to people that did similar things that I did, except they were obviously another level because the only thing I sold in the beginning, like I said, were Yoni Pop. So I actually ran across this business and I was really impressed by a lot of the things that they offer. But I didn't understand how I would add those products to my business. And so I thought, you know what, let me just give it a shot. Let me just give it a shot. The Yoni Pops had done so well, and my customer base was growing. I mean, it was growing by the day. I mean, at a number that was unbelievable. So I felt like I owed it to them. Like I owe them to tell them or share with them more products. I owe them this. They're asking me a question. I need to be able to get them an answer. So that's when I reached out to a vendor and I decided that I would add Yoni bars to my business. Well, it took quite some time for them to be delivered to me, but I had the anticipation from my Yoni group, and I'm gonna drop that in here too. I don't know if I can drop a link in here as I'm doing this, but I'm going to drop the name of my Facebook group. Hold on. Y'all be patient with me. I didn't tell y'all I'm good at this, but I just wanted to chit chat this morning. Hold on. Let me type it exactly the way it's spelled on Facebook because I know it may not come up if I don't. Let's see. Okay. That's the way it comes up on Facebook. So anyway, I reach out and I decided, like I said, I was gonna try my hand at it, and like I said, my audience is growing by the day. So at this point, I just kind of dropped the nugget. I don't think I told them that I'd be offering Yoni bars, but I dropped the nugget. I'm thinking, okay, would you be interested in this? And of course, they jumped like, yeah, of course, we'd be interested in them. And a few of them, shared with me that they have used Yoni bars and how much they enjoy them and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, yeah, like this is a win. Like, yeah, we're about to do this. So, you guys, I went ahead and I ordered the Yoni pops. I'm sorry, the Yoni bars. And like I said, it took quite a long time for those Yoni bars to get to me. But when I tell you, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. I think I sold out in pre-orders before they ever even reached me. So when I got the Yoni bars, they were sold out. So I immediately knew that I had to reorder the Yoni bars. And again, I knew it probably take a long time for them to get to me, but I was still hoping that it wouldn't take that long. Well, it didn't work like that. It still took a long time. And again, this happened 2, 3, 4 times. Every time I sold them or pre-sold them, they sold out. Everything was going well, except it was just too slow for me, right? And then I come to figure out this as time go on. Soap weighs a lot, right? So on average, one of my Yoni bars is going to weigh between 3.3 and like 4 ounces. That's a heavy bar soap, in my opinion, anyway. So when I started to break down the numbers on how much the Yoni bars were costing, the shipping, how long it took, the whole nine, even though sales were going well, and I'm telling y'all, they were going well. And they still do today. Except I'm the Yoni bar maker. So anyway, y'all, as time go on, I started to break it down, and I'm thinking, okay, my supporters are really enjoying these Yoni bars, but when it comes down to profit, because of the weight, and I mean the weight, the physical weight, like how heavy it is, because of the weight time, then I'm talking about time now, WAIT weight, not WEIGH weight. So as time go on, y'all, I started to figure that I'm really not making, I really wasn't making fair profit, if you ask me. I really wasn't. I actually was making profit selling Yoni pops, which are very lightweight. This thing is a suppositor. This thing doesn't weigh 3 ounces, and that includes the whole package. So at this time, the postal service rates are, in my opinion, they're through the roof. I know that they're going to continue to go up. So I had to figure out something. And so that's when I realized that I would have to start to make my own Yoni bars. But honey, that was just the beginning. I knew what I had to do, but that didn't mean I knew how to do it. That certainly didn't mean I knew how to do it. And so when I started to research it, or when I started to try to learn, I was just hitting dead ends everywhere. I mean, this person say that person say that. And I thought, you know what? If I do this, I want to make it my own. I want to have the same standard as the ones that I love and the ones that I enjoy using, but I want to make it my own. And I want to make sure that I'm cutting down the shipping costs and that sort of thing, because that in turns, that means that I have to shift that cost off to my customer. And I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that, because in my mind, if that's the case, if I'm a wholesaler and I do the exact same thing that the vendor is doing to me, then on average, my wholesalers, it'll take them a long time to actually see good profit. And I knew it had to be a better way. It just had to be a better way. So you guys, that's when I come up with one recipe, just one. I didn't know a lot. I just knew one. And so I would work on it every day. And let me just tell you, there were some batches that were a total disaster. There were some that were perfect, and I'll never be able to do that again. There were some that actually ended up having too much. Look, when we talk about soap, we're getting off into chemistry, okay? So this is not some fly by night. Let's just throw this together. No, people have to put this on their skin. People put this in their private areas. Like, you need to know what you're doing. You just need to know what you're doing. So anyway, I had no problems investing in educating myself. I had no problem investing in the products, whether I made a mistake, whether I had to throw the whole batch out, whatever. I just wanted to make sure that I learned this because I knew at some point it would be beneficial. Now, how it would be beneficial at that time, I did not know. I certainly didn't know we'd be at the place that we are today. Okay, so anywho, long story short, y'all, I successfully made my first loaf of Yoni soap. And so I decided, okay, let me give out samples of this because I may love it, but my friend may hate it. It's my product. I may love it for whatever reason, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe her skin is different than mine, So I started to give out samples and the responses were amazing. I actually was expecting at least one person to say, well, no, I really, I like that, but I didn't like that. Well, they didn't. They absolutely love my Yoni bar. So anyway, I thought, okay, well, if they love these Yoni bars and I'm having this issue with a vendor and they're taking extremely too long, I'm not making the money that I want to make selling the Yoni bars, but my clients absolutely love them. I wonder if I could actually become a wholesaler and actually offer Yoni bars to people at a decent price, get it to them in a timely manner. I wonder, could I do that? So in business, I'm going somewhere with this. In business, we can't always look at it like, oh, I just want to go into something to make money. The way that you become successful in life and in business is when you solve a problem. You got to solve a problem. And so I knew intentionally that I was going in to solve a problem. I had no idea that I make money, but I knew that I wanted to solve a problem. And that's exactly what I did. So fast forward, it's 2022. I began my wholesale program in 2020, but in the month of November, because I did the launch on Black Friday. Okay. And so I had an amazing response. In fact, the response, it did so well. I am not kidding you. My team and I probably worked, 3 weeks nonstop. 7 days nonstop to make sure that these orders were out. Because you got to think about it, guys. It was a sale for Black Friday. So I'm sure, we're talking about timing. We're talking about the reason that I decided to do it initially is because I wanted to save people time. So, we worked our tails off to make sure that we got our customers their products, their wholesale products, so they would be able to have their sale or whatever they had planned for Christmas. Look, we were tired, we were exhausted, but we pulled it off. So anyway, y'all, as time went on, the wholesalers would start to ask me, did I offer consultation, my wholesalers? So today, I probably have about, I've assisted over 100 women to open up a Yoni business. But as far as wholesalers, the one that are actually under me, the ones that actually purchase their product from me, I'm at about 40 and counting. And look, my minimum order quantity, so my MOQ is not very high. So that allows people that may not have a big budget, it still allows them to be able to purchase their product and to still move forward. So when I mean wholesale, y'all, that don't mean like I have clients that's spending but look, I'm claiming it though. I'm claiming it. But anywho, it got to a point where they started asking me, like I said, do I do consultations? And so, again, I told you, if somebody asks me something more than one time or two times, like, you know what, I got to figure this out. I just got to figure this out. And so I decided that I would offer consultations, and that did very well. But what I did notice while I was doing these consultations is people constantly ask me how to make Yoni bars. And I thought, do I tell them how to make these Yoni bars? And I thought about all the nights that I, over process something, or I couldn't use that, or I had to throw that batch out. Knowledge. And I thought, no, there's no way I could give this knowledge for free. And the reason I say that is because you just have to invest in yourself. You just have to invest in yourself. So even me taking the time out and actually going through all the trial and error of learning how to make Yoni bars, to this day, I probably shipped 10,000 bars out. That doesn't mean that I made those 10,000 bars, but I mean in total. But I will say that I have personally shipped out probably 6,000, 6,500. The difference is I've made those. I didn't have to wait on anyone. I didn't have to wait on a vendor. I didn't have to wait. And it saved a lot of time. It saved a lot of money. And it actually, in turn, gave me way more opportunities to work with small business owners, because one would tell the other one, okay, well, she's not going to take a long time. Hey, she is not going to take a long time. You put that order in, look at the refund policy, and look, she will do it. It'll probably get there before time. And normally my products do get there before time. So anyway, I'm finally leading up to here. I decided to write the book. Okay. I've been asked this question, I don't know how many times, how to make Yoni bars. And not only in the book that I include how to make Yoni bars, I include how to make DIY, like do it yourself soap, whether it be because you just need a natural soap, because you have extreme sensitive skin, or you like to craft, or you are in the business just like me. You have a Yoni business, and maybe you've experienced what I experienced. And you're thinking, it has to be a better way. Or if you are like me, and you know you want to make soap, but you kind of want to do it, you want to make it in your own way. Well, listen, I heard you and I conquered. Okay. So the book, Let's Make Soap, is available now. My battery is getting ready to go dead, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. But anyway, my book is available, Let's Make Soap. And in this book, what you can expect, and I'm going to tell you the difference because I've written 2 books. But in this book, Let's Make Soap, I am sharing with you a recipe to make your first loaf of soap. Not only am I doing that, I'm actually sharing with you how to make another DIY soap. So in total, there are 2 recipes in this book. I did not leave out ingredients. I did not say one thing and then lead you over here in a rabbit hole and there's nothing there. No. In the book, it includes the herbs that you'll need. Everybody doesn't use them, but if you're interested in those, I've given you the herbs. I've given you the benefits. I've given you a supply list of things that you will need. I have given you vendors, where you go to purchase this stuff, right? I've given you a wholesale connect. I've even, in the end of the book, shared with you small nuggets on how to even market this book or market the business, not the book, because honey, my book is trademark, and if you do that, we're gonna have some problems. I'm serious. But anyway, I said all that to say this: if making soap, making Yoni bars, if it was just something that you were interested in as a side business or a side gig, and I'm just throwing this number out here, $10,000 in 6 months is nothing. But even if you decided, I just want to do this on a small scale, I just need an extra $10,000 a year, it's foolproof. Once you learn how to make soap, DIY soap, no one can take that from you. No one can take that from you. No one. They cannot take that skill from you. Okay. It's just, it's one of those things, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So whether you give DIY soap out for holidays, whether you are like me and you will use it for your own Yoni business, craft shows, all those sort of things. I mean, why not invest in yourself? Personally, me, I have no problem investing in anything that I ever wanted to learn how to do. I've invested in development courses. I've invested in brand strategy. I have invested in all sorts of things to self-educate myself. And let me just tell you, anything that I've ever done, courses that I purchased online, let me just tell you, they started off at $500 or more. So when you click my link and you go on here and you see the price of the book, I want you to know that that is a Black History Month special. Because if you look at the retail price of the book, it's certainly not that.